Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a special edition of Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast. No episode number, just a special episode here. Talking about our return and the survey results and things we're going to change for the future for YouTube here and Twitch live stream and things like that, and just our plans going forward. So first off, if you participate in the survey, thank you very much for doing that. It does help out quite a bit. Just having me have that direction of where we want to go, where you guys want to see things and stuff like that definitely makes a clearer picture, and helps me figure out what you guys want, obviously, and things like that. So we're gonna get right into the results. Just gonna kind of go through everything, one question at a time, just how you guys answered and things like that, and kind of go into them a little bit. And like I said, towards the later portion, we'll talk about changes I'm going to start making and goals of mine and things like that. But we'll get into it. All right, so question number one: what content do you partake in? It was Twitch live streams, YouTube videos, and social media, including Twitter and Instagram. There was 9 responses altogether for the survey. All 9 of you said you watched the Twitch live streams. 4 of you guys said YouTube videos, and 5 said you participate in social media, which is Twitter or Instagram. So cool. Got a lot of Twitch feedback, obviously. YouTube audience a little bit lower, but that's okay. That's just, shows me what I need to work on. Okay, question 2. What do you enjoy most about the content? Or what do you enjoy about the content? We had the involvement. I enjoy how it's always changing, never just sitting there playing the same game over and over and over again. You're real, you're calm, and you're fun to watch. Being part of something with my friends and having fun doing it with them. Let's see, another one says, kind of hard to say. Just kidding. Well, you're a funny dude, so that is good, and overall the content is hella good, so yeah, keep it up. Variety, personality, just overall fun to watch. Mostly how we can all sit here and watch a stream, have a good time, bonding, sharing opinions, discussing certain topics. Like, it's not all about the game, it's also about bringing people together and make it bigger and better. I'm glad to hear that. Consistent, and I like feeling connected with my friend if I'm far away. So I'm glad to hear that you guys are enjoying the content, and that means a lot, that you guys can relate to me and things like that, and it's not like this one person said, pretty sure it was Kiwi, it's not just about the game, it's about other things and just getting together as a community, even if it's a small community, things like that. Alright, on to question 3. What would you change about the Twitch stream, if anything? Sorry guys if I'm mispronouncing things wrong. It is almost 4 a.m. Let's see, nothing really. Someone said maybe a few more random nights, instead of playing this, we should fuck it. Let's play some of this because it's fun. Nothing other than a higher resolution, which is obviously not an option in your current situation. Start time. I guess the game's played. To be honest, I do not enjoy much of the Kingdom Hearts games because they get you mad, and then it makes me not want to watch it as well, getting kind of bored of it. But then again, it is just me. A wider variety of games, maybe. Starting times, not saying I need it to be changed now, but saying it would help the strum in the long run, seeing as most people are asleep. When we start streaming, it would bring more traffic if we started doing the day. Also, I'd like to see more stream viewer interactive games such as Jackbox, and maybe some new titles of that nature. Also, maybe some music from time to time. Oh yeah, also more VR. Nada and not much. Okay, so with the responses for this question, seems like the big one is what we're playing currently. I know we're playing a lot of RPGs, at least lately. We've been playing Persona, we've been playing Kingdom Hearts, Danganronpa, kinda along that track. And even though they're all very different games, it's kind of got that similar feel, if that makes sense. So with the current schedule, I don't know if I'm going to maintain that. Like, I'll still do obviously the Monday through Saturday, not changing that aspect, but I know Persona 3 we got to a boss fight, and there's a chance of a hard lock, soft lock situation where we can't progress, possibly. Um, if it does end up that situation, obviously we'll have to start over the game, but I think if that's the case, I might not start playing it right away. I might change it with something else of a different type of game. Kingdom Hearts, I think will be the same way. I think I'll finish 1.5, which is Kingdom Hearts 1, which we already did, and we started Chain of Memories recently. I might play the Chain of Memories game, both Sora and Riku's story, do the movie night, and then maybe take a hiatus in between 1.5 and 2.5, and then, pick it up later, and do the same thing for in between 2.5 and 2.8. And then I think Despair Girls, I think if we just keep chugging along, we're fine there. That's just a matter of, putting time into it. I think that will wrap pretty soon. And then Danganronpa 3's coming out, so that would kind of replace that. And once all the Danganronpa stuff's out of the way, we can open up, Fridays and Saturdays to something a little bit more different, because I know that's not everybody's style of game that they enjoy. Things like that, so I get it. And then personally, the week of Overwatch that we just did just made me realize how much I love playing that game. Whether it's solo or with people. With people, obviously it's more of a fun atmosphere, just because you're playing games with people, whether it's Pi or the Ace Clan guys, or Billy John Dio, or whatever it is. It's just a fun game to play, and I highly enjoy it. So I'm debating doing an Overwatch night. I don't know if that would just be Saturdays, hey, we're playing Overwatch, alternate the systems every week too, so we get a chance to play with everybody. So 2 weeks of Xbox, 2 weeks of PlayStation, things like that, and they alternate. So that was just a thought in my head, because I said, I really enjoy playing the game, and it's something that can kind of get you guys involved. As Kiwi said, more viewer interactive. I know that's not exactly what she listed, but it's something. And then we used to do viewer nights, where we played Choice Chamber and we played Jackbox, kinda, and Party Hard and things like that. And those nights, while fun, were definitely hit or miss. I know we did those on Sundays. That could have been a reasoning. But yeah, I think the big reason we stopped was just because of the hit or miss atmosphere. Obviously, if you're going to play interactive games, you kind of need people there. Choice Chamber, you can't really play just on your own. Party Hard you can. Jackbox, not really, so you kind of need people there, obviously. So, like I said, maybe it was the Sunday option or something like that, but I'd definitely be down with playing more games with you guys. Maybe that could be something we do once a month or whatever. Just something to do together, so that's definitely an idea. And then VR, yeah, I'd like to play more VR as well. I'd like to finish up the Batman game and things like that, but there's not a whole lot going on with VR at the moment, big picture wise, so who knows with that. But I'll definitely keep it in the back of my mind that you want to see more of that. Alright, on to question 4. What would you change about YouTube content, if anything? Let's see. Okay, we got more variety, more/new content. Love the podcasts and the review/reacts. I don't watch it, so nothing. Posting time. Hardly watch YouTube, to be honest, because of school, but if anything, maybe branch out, meaning make collaborations with others. I believe it is a good way to interact with another audience and gain exposure. Not sure, not gonna lie, do not watch the YouTube videos much. Just a little bit more trimming and cutting when editing. Also try adding popular tags to the videos to bring in more traffic and plug the channel a little bit more. Consistency and publicized releases. Sometimes I forget they are being pumped out. So YouTube's definitely been our weak point of the game, and I've openly admitted it before, like it's not our main focus. Like YouTube was more just like a thing for fun because I enjoy editing as a hobby and things like that, and I wanted to be the driving force to be on Twitch. I didn't necessarily want to focus on two separate audiences. I wanted to focus on one and just build that one up and explode it. But if our YouTube game is strong, it can serve as a possible advertisement for our Twitch content and make that audience bigger and brighter and things like that. So YouTube, I definitely want to overhaul. I've been letting myself down along with you guys down with releasing content regularly. So I looked at these along with other responses later on and kind of brainstormed a bunch of things for YouTube side of our content that I hope you guys will enjoy. As for the collabs, I would love to collab. I've talked with groups in the past, some local friends and then other groups, so maybe we'll move forward with things like that, just to make a new energy out of it. More/new content, that was what I was kind of digging at before, of what I've been brainstorming, and I'll kind of go into that later. And more variety, I totally understand, but I think I want to be just consistent was one of the answers. I believe that was a Little John. I definitely want to do that, and I think with the newer set schedule that I'll have, that will definitely be helpful, because it's been kind of like, oh, I'll release a video Monday, a video Wednesday, a video Friday. It was never set in stone, like this video is coming out Monday, this video is coming out Wednesday, unless it was the podcast where it was topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4 full. There wasn't really any set in stone like this video is going to be pumped out. So maybe with that, me knowing like, hey, I need to get this done and having that finer focus on it, I'll be able to be more on top of things and stuff like that. As for publicized releases and posting time, I tried to do everything that was scheduled, or everything I was ahead of the game and scheduled for. I always tried to have release right at midnight, so as soon as the day flips over, the video would be live. I know obviously not everybody's awake then, or obviously that's when the stream's going, so I think I'm going to shift everything to 9 a.m. on that day, but we'll see how that goes. So like I said, videos I want to try and be more consistent with and have a finer schedule of what videos coming out what day, and they'll be released, I believe, at 9 a.m. on each of those days, but if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Question 5 was just one for fun. What is a game you would like to see me play? Whatever you want. Something fun that will make you laugh. Best stream is a funny stream, but Octodad seemed funny. Saw snippets of that. Also Goat Simulator, I think it was. I recall that being funny. RimWorld, War of Mordor, Overwatch, Smash, so I can beat you up and teach you more, and more fighting games. Maybe some more COD, and maybe some Rainbow Six Siege. Last of Us 2, Life is Strange Before the Storm, Dead Rising, horror games, Walking Dead, Fallout 4, and many more. But it's all a matter of time and money, lots and lots of money. PUBG and new Ratchet and Clank. Most of these games I definitely agree with. I do agree with how the game makes us feel will make things better overall. Like if I feel like it's a chore, then obviously the content's going to suffer. RimWorld, Super Killer Bunny's been trying to get me to play this, and that was obviously his answer. So I definitely want to. I just need to look into it, graphics wise, all the PC stuff. So I definitely would like to dive into RimWorld. War of Mordor, I would like to. Shadow is still on my backlog list. I enjoyed Shadow. It was just one of those, like everything, I played for a while and stopped. Overwatch, I agree. Smash is fun, but I don't like 1v1 Smash. I just gotta be honest, it's not great. I like getting a bunch of people together and just having fun with that. But more fighting games I definitely agree with. I want to play Injustice 2. I recently watched a stream for MKX, and I haven't played MKX in ages. KI I haven't played in ages. Marvel Infinite's coming out, and I know I'm hit or miss on it. Not that I've really talked about it a lot, but like I want to play that. Tekken 7 I'd love to learn more of, but I know I'm shit at it. So fighting games are definitely on my list, and a little bit later I'm going to talk more about fighting games and things like that. So we'll get into that. More Call of Duty, maybe Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege, I've watched Little John play it a bunch of times, and I've watched the Achievement Hunter guys actually play it a bit. And it's piquing my interest, but I feel like that's another thing, like a game that I need people to play with. Like, if it's just me, I don't know how fun that will be. COD, for sure, I've been playing a little bit online here and there. Black Ops 3, I'm not sure how I feel with all the futuristic nonsense and the diving and things like that. Maximilian Dude is playing Modern Warfare 2, and that is just so like, what's the word? Like nostalgia right there, because I remember Charlie and I playing that shit for hours, and I mean, like, we weren't great or anything, but like, it's just making me want to play it, like watching it. So like, I know the Xbox 360, like, he's in a private lobby right now, so there's no bullshit going on, but I know there's a lot of hackers and things like that. But like, if they remaster Modern Warfare 2 like they did Modern Warfare 1, I will buy that shit, I think, in a heartbeat, and I will play that. So any COD fans out there, Ace Clan, talking to you, let's go. So, I'm down, but I think I want more of the traditional kind of style. Last of Us 2, for sure, when that comes out eventually. Life is Strange Before the Storm, like I said, I want to do all the episodes when they come out. Dead Rising, I'd love to. Horror games, Walking Dead, personally not a big fan. So that's kind of on the back of my list. Fallout 4, it's on my list. I would definitely like to get back into it, but that's a big investment. PUBG, I've talked about it plenty of times on the stream. I would love to. I don't think my computer can run it, and by don't think, I know my computer can't run it. So as soon as that hits console, absolutely. But once again, I think that's a game that I would enjoy more if I had a group. And new Ratchet and Clank Billy is on the list, so we'll get there. Alright, question 6. Is there anything you'd like to see changed about the stream layout? Alright, oops, sorry. Scrolled a little too far. Alright, maybe add BitBoss or a cup. You guys in your fucking bit cup. I have no ideas. I'm always a fan of minimalistic layouts, but I love that your layout gives a lot of information. Just something new and different. Now I believe the layout is good, although I would suggest maybe getting a better, more pro layout. I know dudes that make killer layouts for like $10, so it is an investment that can help you in the long run. Nope. Maybe a little bit more of the game screen showing, like the side that shows the picture of the game could be smaller to make more room for the game. Also change the borders to that outline everything to a color to match the game of the color. Match the color scheme of the game. Sorry, I can talk. Or even your current mood. Nah, it's all good. No. So this question obviously got a lot of mixed answers and opinions. The bit cup, like I joked around, you guys really like this cup. The cup is cool when the cup is active. The reason I don't have the cup now is because it just sits there. I don't want it to feel like an obligation to give stuff. And I've talked about this in the past. I know you guys are trying to support the stream whenever you give donations, you give bits, you sub, and that's fucking awesome. It's amazing. But just having a cup sit there for day in and day out and have nothing, it's a waste of space, and B, it may not seem it, but it can kind of be depressing, because it's like, what am I not doing to have this not get filled? So I'll think about it. I personally just love the donation the alert come up, whether it's the Tails thing or Vegeta popping up. It's quick, it's in and out. I know you guys did your thing. I can read it. We move on. It's just like anything else. But I understand you guys like seeing the little trickle down and seeing that progress of the cup, which I do too. But like I said, it's just a matter of like, do we need it right now? Are we a big enough channel that needs this cup constantly up there, taking up some screen space that doesn't necessarily get a lot of action, if that makes sense? Bunny right here responding with, I'm usually a fan of minimalistic layouts, but he loves that the layout gives a lot of information. I enjoy that too, because like, it's where like the slideshow, I can pump you guys informations on any updates, and the little titles, picture and graphic, that's always for the like idiots that come in and they're like, what game you playing? I'm like, you can't just read it, so it was something that was just kind of eating up negative space, because otherwise it's just a black box that's there. So I figured, A, it can answer their dumb question, and B, it can fill this space up. So that was something. The pro layout thing, I mean, and then Kiwi answered with, maybe show a bit more of the game screen. So I talked with Rainbow about this recently, kind of getting her feedback on it as well, and it seems like when you guys watch on your phone, the game screen is small, and when it's on PC, it's more accessible, I guess you could say. So I kind of get where you're going at with the game screen being bigger. The thing is, like, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying, like, with the current thing we have going now, like, if I stretch that, you gotta realize that I get smaller. So you kind of have to balance it out with, like, how much of me do you want to see in the webcam? How much of the game do you want to see? Slideshow gets smaller if this gets stretched. I get we don't need that game picture there. We can get rid of that. And the chat gets smaller and things like that. So overall, I am brainstorming a new layout. I remember when we got to the 100th stream, we changed the layout, and people were not happy about some omissions that were left out and taken out. So I'm trying to be cautious. The big thing I am focusing on is how can we get that game screen bigger, because obviously that is the main focus of streams, is presenting this game to you guys. But I still want to kind of make it unique. I don't want it to be the same as everyone else's. I feel our layout right now is very unique. I don't see many slideshows giving people updates on things like that. Twitch chat and things like that. I know people have, but I don't feel like I've seen our current layout at a lot of places. And not to say that it's like the best layout ever, because no, there's a lot of good layouts and displays out there by streamers. But why copy and paste? We want to kind of stand out in some kind of way, and I feel the one we have right now is different enough that we can kind of stand out. But I hear you. I'll brainstorm some things right there and see if we can try a new layout. I don't know when it will debut and things like that, but here and there, just keep an open eye. Obviously it'll be changed, so you'll see it, but we'll see. We can try things out here and there, and see what works and what doesn't work. Question 7, are you happy with the current schedule? Alright, this one was an easy question. Yes, sure am, yes. Even though I can hardly catch the stream, I believe for others it is good, so I would not change it. Like I said earlier, maybe make it more variety. It's fine by me, but I'm not everybody. Yeah and yes. So I'm glad to hear that you guys enjoy the days that we have. This stream is really the only time I get to play games. With this week off, I've been able to play a little bit more here and there, but I haven't made progress on anything. It's been kind of I want to play a little bit of this, a little bit of this, kind of hopping back and forth, just have some time and zone out a little bit. And then I forgot to bring this up earlier with, I think it was question 2 or something, but someone mentioned the time that that we start, like maybe starting earlier or streaming during the day. If this was the only thing I had to do, I would love to do, hey, here's some night streams, hey, here's some day streams. Like when we were in California, we had that liberty to stream whenever we want because I was not getting off my lazy ass and finding a job, you know. I was 100% invested in this and YouTube and things like that, and I had that freedom and availability. The reason for the past almost 3 years that we've streamed at this time slot, whether it be East Coast or West Coast, was my work schedule here on the East Coast. With me teaching nights from 4 to 8 or 9, you go home, you want to eat dinner, you want to chill out for a little while, you gotta set things up and whatever, and you gotta give yourself that time to do things. And 11 was a good start time for me. And beforehand, I didn't have to work during the day, so staying up late wasn't an issue. I could stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then sleep during the day, and then rinse, repeat, recycle, do the same thing again. When we went to California, the reason I kept it the same is because I figured if we change the time, the people who currently watch, I'm gonna lose them. People like consistency. If I have a TV show or some program that I want to watch and it airs Monday at 9 p.m., I'm gonna be there at Monday 9 p.m. I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. And if it changes, it messes up your whole schedule, your whole routine. So I definitely understand that. Like, we could get new people because we're going at a new time, for sure, 100%. Not disagreeing with that. It's just I don't want to lose who we already have. I don't want to inconvenience them. And with the current work schedule, it's very difficult to flip it at this time. As I've talked in the podcast, episode 13, I don't know, where I talk about change and the new job. If that happens and maybe I don't teach at nights anymore, I get out at maybe 4, I get out at 5, then I'd be totally down to stream at 7 and go till 1 or whatever. Still get the audience that I have now. They just happen to show up on that second half, and maybe we get some new people in the front half and things like that. But it's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts right now because obviously it's not our current situation. So we gotta kind of ride it out and see how things will alter and change. And I mean, it's not like it will never change. It's just I'm trying to explain why it is the way it is now. So I definitely understand that criticism, and yeah, I'd love to get new people in here. I've always talked about that, like, hey, share it with your friends, share it with whoever you think would enjoy it, build this community up, and we can have a lot of fun and stuff like that. Question 8, which streams do you enjoy the most? Your options were solo streams, group streams with guests, or to comment. 4 people decided to choose solo streams, 2 people decided to say group streams, then we had 7 comments, or 7 write-in options. I enjoy both equally. I love watching you, but I also love seeing the guys. I also enjoy coming over and be part of the stream and partake in the fun activities. Honestly, I like both of them. Both. Do not make me pick one or the other. I don't have a preference. I enjoy both. I like both personally, but I feel as though when you have friends around, you feel more motivated and you have such a fun time. Plus, I also enjoy seeing the Strum fam. Both. And then Billy responded with a joke. Porn. Gotta love Billy. So I'm glad to see you guys like having the guys over too. It's not like, oh great, here we go, not connecting with those guys as well. The reason I had this question up was just like, I wanted to kind of vibe off you guys, obviously see your feedback with them. I definitely agree, like there's a different energy when the guys are over, or guests are over in general, because you have that, different energy and dynamic and things like that, and it's good, because you're kind of pumping each other up and things like that. With the recent group streams, they've been very hit or miss. Like, it's sad not sad. It's shocking to think that fight nights were 2 years ago. Like, Billy reacting to Cassie's X-Ray and MKX was 2 years ago. And those fight nights were fucking awesome. And maybe it was just because, hey, Brett's leaving, there's a lot of energy and hype here because, like, this isn't going to last forever and we didn't know the future and things like that. But, like, these recent ones, it's been very, like I said, hit or miss. Like, either we're on the ball or we're off doing our own thing. Like, either John's listening to music or Billy and I are just mad quiet. And I hated the one group stream that we did. I think it was the latest one when we did the Spider-Man VR and things like that, and Blitz. And I mean, yeah, I was frustrated because Blitz wasn't working, but, like, there was just no energy that night. We were all, I don't know, that was not the content I wanted to produce. So I don't know if it's just, like, the games we're playing or what's going on in life and things like that, but, like, I'd love to do that. Maybe it's just I gotta get different guests more often or things like that. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling right now, but I'm glad you guys like it. Hopefully we can get that energy back up when we do those kinds of things, and it's good overall. Question 9, is there anything you would like to be added to improve the production? So there was 6 options for this, and then a write-in option, and you could vote on any amount of answers that you'd like to. So number 1 was green screen. I had 3 votes. An opening was 5 votes. Better microphone with 3 votes. Better webcam with 2 votes. Better lighting with 2 votes. And an actual studio with 2 votes. 4 comments, or 4 people decide to comment. A mic upgrade would be the most dramatic change in the stream and vastly improve the quality. Don't add too much at once because you might overwhelm yourself. One person said not really. Someone said maybe I could make you a stream opening intro, and green screen would be nice, but not a necessity. They often have their mess ups. Current background is fine though for what it's worth, and just over time get stuff looks good so far. So main reason I asked this one is just kind of getting your feedback on, like, how everything looks. Obviously lighting has been one thing I've been trying to get better at, with, like, backlighting and things like that. And right now it doesn't look terrible. Just everything could be brighter. So I'm talking with Little John here and there about actual lights because he seems to be into that. The opening is being worked on. My buddy JC, he helped me out quite a bit making part of it. So I don't know when that's going to debut, but it is going to happen soon, a new opening. I know I've been promising this since the year 2 anniversary, and I apologize, but that will happen soon. I'm glad you guys are looking forward to that. Better microphone, I agree. This mic right here works fine, but, it's the basic bitch mic. So there's a new mic on the way. Acario Beatbox hooked us up. I got his old mic. I do not know when it's going to get here, but I believe it's on the way. So we'll have a new mic to kind of tinker and play around with. Webcam, I think we're good. This one seems to be pretty up there on the quality. Better lighting, I already talked about. Green screen we have. It's just a matter of setting things up. I kind of like the background we have right now of the posters and the different art and things like that. The green screen is just more like every once in a while kind of thing, and I have to kind of, with the lighting for sure, and then figuring out how to get it up and hung up so it's stagnant and flat. So that's something I have to look into. And then actual studio is kind of a joke. Like, that's a down the road goal, like when we have our own apartment and then we can kind of transfer things into a studio. I'm not sure if I shared this, but when I was helping my uncle and cousin move in, when I walked in their empty apartment, it was like flicking the switch. Like, I could visualize, this is where I would have this is where I'd have this would be this and this and this. And, I was pulling little inspirations from, Kind of Funny and Maximilian Dude and video games and things like that, and just like making it my own space, and it was really cool. And I've drawn pictures of it here and there too. So like one day it'd be really cool. I obviously have to get there first, so we'll see. Pardon me. Alright, and then last question was question 10. For our next Extra Life stream, what are some milestones you would like to see? So everybody responded to this one. The beginning answers, they understood what I was looking for, and then as we go, the answers kind of get more off track. I just probably should have worded it better. So by milestones, I meant, like, if you recall on last Extra Life, whenever we wanted to reach a certain money total, like, I would do something, or something would happen, like I do squats for a minute, or push-ups, or sit-ups, or we do the t-shirt giveaway, or the Bean Boozled, or the hot pepper. Those are the kinds of things that I was looking for, to see if you guys had any suggestions to kind of help me plan for that event. So if you have anything, now that I kind of explained it a little bit more, that you'd like to see for Extra Life, of course, feel free to comment down below or message me on Discord or whatever. Let me know. Let your voice be heard. Be much appreciated. Alright, so one person said surprise D&D session with pre-made characters in chat. Definitely a cool idea. I think that's a lot of work and might drag on. So interesting. Definitely gonna have to look into it. Brett losing in Bean Boozled, and Billy winning, but honestly I don't know. So more Bean Boozled. Okay, I'm sure that's something we can do. Brett eats something, Brett wears something, Brett sniffs something. The eats something, okay. Wear something for sure. Sniff something, I don't know honestly what I would sniff. This next one, I really like recording breaking. So like I could either do board breaking live or just record a video of a bunch of board breaks for me and then upload it later. So I really like that one. This is where it starts getting off track. Maybe a sub goal or a follow goal. They're hella hype when they're reached. So yeah, and that was Acario. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. Like I know some streams have like the 0 out of 5 sub goal, follow goal, whatever. Like it's definitely cool to have those, but like I feel if you just publicize it and there's no traffic, like that's just mad demotivating. So I don't know if I would do something like that, but I get what you're going for. I don't know how much you raised last time, but maybe a money goal, like hit $1,000 or something. Yeah, we're obviously going to try and aim for more money than we did last year. We want that growth. I'd like to actually be there for once. I'm always missing big events and milestones. Just do what is best and help the people in need. This one's a bunch of zeros and a 1, so a lot of money. 20 plus viewers. 20 plus viewers would be great. We haven't hit that since Skate 3 days. But yeah, for sure, that'd be cool. But yeah, that's pretty much the survey. Thank you guys, like I said, who took it. Pie, Rainbow, Super Killer Bunny, Kiwi, Acario, Big John, Billy, Lil John, and Mr. GL Rondo. I think that was all of you. Thank you guys for taking it. Much appreciated. I might have another survey down the road for feedback and things like that. So if you want to let your voice be heard, you can still comment down below on things, whether it's based off these questions or anything that you want to kind of give feedback on. It's much appreciated, because without feedback, how are we going to get better and things like that. Just, make it reasonable. Don't be a dick. But yeah, so thank you for that. And then, YouTube wise, like I said, I want to be better at it, and I mentioned more of a schedule. So I still want to do the podcasts. I still want to do the React reviews, and then you guys mentioned like new content and things like that. So I've been kind of like brainstorming different ideas here and there for like new shows and things like that. So starting this Friday, September 8th, I believe, is this Friday. Yeah, September 8th. There'll be a new show debuting. Name of the show is called Press Start. It's a show based off kind of like Kind of Funny's Party Mode. I think I've talked about this a little bit before. Just kind of us having fun playing a game, kind of just a one-off type of thing. So the first couple episodes will feature Billy and John. I almost said Dio. Billy and John, but like it's not going to be a reoccurring cast. It's just going to be random, friends coming over, hanging out, playing a game once, just having a good time and recording it, and hopefully making it funny and things like that for you guys. So that will be on Fridays. I think the original concept was to make this a seasonal show, so maybe go like a month or two and then take a hiatus until next year and things like that. But if it's popular and people like it, then we can go from there and keep making it just a regular program overall. Wednesdays, I know people have been wanting the D&D episodes to pick up where we left off, so I think Wednesdays is going to be official D&D day, where we release a new D&D episode every Wednesday. Mondays are the only days I'm kind of in limbo about, just because I don't know what I want to put up there. It could be stream highlights. I know there's a lot of Overwatch stuff that I kind of want to edit out, just little highlight reels of really cool Widowmaker shots or Hanzo shots that we made in the past, recently, and things like that. So I might have Monday be like stream highlight video day, or something different, or maybe the movie reacts and things like that. Speaking of movie reacts, this summer I know we did not do a lot. I still have not done the War of the Planet of the Apes one, which I still plan on doing, even though that was a month and a half ago. But something to kind of spice it up a little bit and make it so we're creating more of those, along with like the new films, is going back and watching old films either I don't remember or I just missed. Like, there's a lot of big movies that I've never watched. Like, I've never watched Schindler's List. I've never watched Pulp Fiction. I've never watched... Okay, I watched Ghostbusters, but like as a kid, it freaked me out, so I didn't really watch it all the way through. Like there's movies like this, like I could watch on Netflix or just borrow for somebody or whatever, and then just do a little react review real quick right there, not necessarily have it be the same format of like, yeah, you should go see this or whatever. Just, my thoughts on it, and like if I agree with the mainstream of like, oh, this is good, oh, this is bad, or whatever it is. So just to make that a little bit more consistent. So possibly that could be Mondays as well. I don't know. It'll obviously have to be a trial and error kind of thing. See how that goes. And then the podcast. I still want to do those every other week. So this one obviously is one. I have one in the backlog from a trip of John, Billy, Marissa, and Rainbow and I going to Six Flags, Massachusetts, that was supposed to come out a few weeks ago, but one thing led to another. So I do have that one in the backlog, and I want to keep producing these, like I said, every other week, whether it's 4 of us or if it's just one-on-one. Like I plan on doing a one-on-one with Little John since he moved, kind of get his take on things and how he likes it. I want to do one with my college buddies over Skype and see, what they've been up to, and Big John still hasn't done his one-on-one and whatever, so I still want to do those because I do enjoy making those. So when it's every other week, it's not going to disrupt any of the other content. You'll still get the Monday video, you'll still get the Wednesday video, you'll still get the Friday video. It's just that the podcast is added on top of that. And I still want to break into pieces, and I still want to put it in full because I know everybody absorbs the content differently. I don't want to force you to be like, here's a 2-hour podcast video, sit down and watch the whole thing. No, that's ridiculous because not everybody can give up that time to watch that kind of content. So I'll still pump out topic 1 Monday, topic 2 Tuesday, topic 3 Wednesday, topic 4 Thursday, and then the full video on Friday. And you partake in it however you like. Even if you just like this one topic, check that out. If you want to do the full video while you're cleaning your room and have it on in the background, you can do that too. So that's my plan for the podcast, is every other week, and still do the regular content of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like I said. Now, I mentioned seasonal content. I mentioned Fridays being the press start, and I don't know where I want to take that. If I want it to be continuous series because you guys like it, or if I want it just to be seasonal, just to kind of keep everything fresh and new. So there was a couple other ideas for seasonal content. I don't know if I want to share them all, but one I definitely do want to share because I definitely want to do it is fighting games. I, as you know, love fighting games. Am I very good at fighting games? No. Have I gotten better at fighting games? Yes. But I want to play more, and I want to play online, because I feel like if I play online against people, I'm going to get a lot better and learn more things than fight a computer 100 times. So yes, that can be frustrating. Yes, that can be tedious, things like that, but I want to do more fighting games. So I'm thinking of it. It's a working title, so I'm not gonna spit that out yet. But seasonal content, me playing fighting games. Now, this would be online, so I could be like, this week we're playing KI online. This week we're playing MKX online. This week we're playing Injustice. This week we're playing Marvel. And that's 4 videos right there. In a month, good to go. Ship it. Whatever. And we could do that either 2 months and then whole year round or whatever, or we do it like every other month, or if it's really popular, once again we just go with it, and it's a consistent thing. Obviously with fighting games it's a little different, because if you don't play them consistently you will lose it. So it's a thought of a seasonal show and things like that, so who knows. Another one that I'm thinking about is just Overwatch. Like I said, been really enjoying playing Overwatch recently, so maybe just more Overwatch videos in general, which I think would just be like stream highlights. So if we make an Overwatch day like I talked about on Saturdays or something like that, then it would be more like just little edits of that, not be exactly full games, or maybe full games, but just, hey, here's some stuff of Overwatch, put it up there, stream highlight, use it as a little promotion, whatever the fuck. And then I have 1 or 2 more ideas floating around, but I kind of want to get more definitive and write it down before I start sharing things. So like, the goal is to have 10 to 12 seasonal shows kind of written down and planned to kind of rotate out every month or 2, just to kind of, like I said, keep it fresh, keep it new, have that more variety that you guys mentioned. But we'll see how it works out, and obviously your feedback will determine how things go. If you like it, we'll produce more. If you don't like it, we'll try and alter it and make it more entertaining or whatever it may be. So I appreciate your time with that. And then I don't know if I've announced this officially yet, but Extra Life 2017 is happening. We are going to do it again. We are going to do 24 hours all in one shot. And for the first 12 hours, we are going to do a giant game day like we did last year. So I'll invite a bunch of buddies over, play some Halo 3 on the LAN party, probably play some Smash Bros. I'm still kind of figuring out the schedule because it is early, but we'll figure out what we're going to do exactly. And as we get a little bit more closer, I'll put out some promotional images and things like that. If you could help share that and, help those kids out there with the Extra Life stream. But that will be taking place November 24th. So that's the day after Thanksgiving. We're doing it on Black Friday. Fuck them sales. No, just kidding. But that's the day we're going to be doing it. So mark in your calendars now. You got 2 months and 20 days to kind of plan ahead and get there. So Miss Kiwi, you can attend that. Finally, those big events. But I think that's it. I think that's it for now. It's almost 50 minutes of me just talking about content. So thank you guys once again for watching this video, for taking the survey, for being cool people overall, and watching my content, because I know there's a lot of people out there who make good shit, and it's an honor that you guys choose to watch mine. Whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube, whether it's social media, whatever it may be. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. And I'll see you guys back on the stream this Tuesday. Alright guys, peace out. Take care.